Okay, so it's not necessarily foolproof for the dogs, because the Hey Pat, it's MidnightDesigner, and we are back playing 7 Days to Die. And we're back in the vanilla world. We're getting ready for the Day 7 Horde. And first thing is first, I have grabbed all of our pecuniary interests. And we're going to head over to the trader, who will be opening in about an hour and 10 minutes. I spent the overnight diggy hole, not this, diggy hole, and getting stone and clay so that we could have some cobblestone to make our base from, that we'll be fighting the Day 7 Horde. And I'm just kind of looking, because one of the things I did not do a very good job of when we were getting stuff in town was I did not do a very good job of getting like construction materials, like breaking down the different bags of stuff. I did go ahead and I put our skill point into minor 69ers so we could make level 3 stuff. So now I'm going to grab all of this cobblestone, because we will be using that to whoa, he was super close. Is Danger close? Wait, is there 2 of them? Or did he just have like the high reach? Okay, well, he's deceased. And okay, so he must have had that like swimmer thing going. So let's get... All right. What about you? What are you, a boot? What are you, a boot? Are you a boot having a bunch of ammunition? No. Okay. So let's get this cobble, and we'll get this also stuff. Even though this is not going to be as helpful for us for Day 7. As, look at that, it's just sort of doing its thing. Oh, ma'am, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Did not mean to disturb you. Is there a thing? I think there's a thing. Hold on. Crouching tiger. Search your purse for 9mm ammunition. Shotgun shells. I'll take that. We have a couple of double barrel shotguns. Speaking of barrels, what's in here? A guy. He's still sleeping. It's super early in the morning. I don't blame him at all. But it is time to awaken. Awaken! Arisen and come out on. Okay, you swing. I swing. And I'll swing again. Hit the ground. And hit to your face. Alright, I've never actually raided this camp before. I wonder what's up here that is going to try to kill us. That nice lady. Whoa. See? It was fine. It was fine. Alright, let's see what's going on in the working stiff. No, don't! Thank you, extra chop. Oh, a shovel, which I already made. And also, that's all. Okay, so we got all the supplies that we wanted out of here. So now we sally forth. to the trader, and he'll be open in about 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to build sort of a 2-block wide walkway for the zombies to come up on and then fall through, and then cycle them in that way. It's a if you've ever watched the streams where I played on the Pat server, a very similar idea to what we used there, but sort of adapted, because what we discovered with the zombie pathfinding is that they tend to ignore bars, and so what we're going to do is we're going to have on this walkway, it's going to be supported by bars, so hopefully the zombies won't attack it. And also we're going to have in the space where the zombies fall, we're going to have, oh, look at all the zombies. They're here for the early bird specials. We're going to have hay bales, because what happens when the zombies fall now in Alpha 18 is they go into kind of a rage mode, if you will, and they just start attacking blocks around them. So my thinking is that if we put hay bales for them to fall onto, then they won't take that fall damage, and as a result of that, they'll be less likely to attack the platform. That's the theory. And so hopefully, you know, just building it out of cobblestone, we're going to be okay, because they won't get aggravated toward it. Alternately, they will get very aggravated toward it, and that will result in us hilariously running away or being killed. Either way, hilarity will ensue. All right, step 1, sell our nuggets, and also our other nuggets, and also our $2. Hey, we made... Wait, I'm not done, but we got a skill point, so we should spend it. Ooh. Right? Lucky looter 3, but that's also good. That's also good, and that'll let us get, oh, I could have gotten a sexy Tyrannosaurus, and I can also get a level 2 Thug Life, and cool. Okay, so wait, the reason I'm here, we need ammunition, like for cereal. Not for cereal, but because that's not gonna help us. No ammunition whatsoever. That's sad. What about chemistry stuff? No gunpowder. All right, secret stash. Save me. The iron crossbow. That's super tempting. The 7.62 armor piercing. It's not worth it for regular zombies. If we got the hollow point, the HP, then I think that would be worthwhile. But I kind of want to do the crossbow, right? Yeah. What's that gonna cost me? 30. Okay, so that's gonna cost me a lot. What's this? Sneak attacks with arrows have a 20%. Okay, want to buy that. I'm gonna buy that. I don't suppose you have feathers. I'd take feathers. No feathers.
Travels.
No. All right, so I'm kind of happy with that purchase. We're going to need to find some feathers to make it worthwhile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a meandering swing toward town, like in a viscerally direction, and then hopefully, as we ride a boot, we will find nests and be able to find feathers. That may not have been a great plan. It may not have been a great plan, but it was the only plan that my brain came up with at the time. Okay, so 4. We are well on our way to not having a lot of arrows. Okay, scrap you. Scrap you. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do this slowly, making my way toward town, because I would like to see if we can find some more construction materials, but if not, and all that else fails, what we'll do is I will come back and we will start building our horde base. So you hold tight, and I will be right back. And we're back. I didn't get a lot more construction stuff, but I did get a bunch of feathers because I really just sort of wobbled around and looted nests. I also got some eggs too, I think. I didn't get any eggs? Oh, I did. I made it into bacon and eggs. I was like, wait a second. I know I got some eggs. But I started, I made that into bacon and eggs. Let's see. I think I've grabbed everything I want out of here. I'm making some, can I? Mother, may I? I'm making some iron bars or some forged iron or whatever we're calling this. And because as we're riding back, I found a place to make this thing. We're gonna do it here, which is a flat area sufficient for our needs. And I am going to put up, while I'm riding over there on my bicycle, the diagram of the bridge horde trap. I'm not sure what to call it. It's a bridge. You use it during the horde to kill zombies. You know, what else do you need to know? We need 48 of these, and we need 16 of, oops, you can't put the number in that side. Bar centered, 16. And do I have hatches? Hatch. We need 4 of these. Craft you. And also, have I not made any junk turret ammo? Well, what do you know about that? Okay, let's keep this cooking. Because I do want to upgrade some of those bars to iron. Let's see. Is it cheaper to just make iron bars? Stop. Is that an option? Iron bars. So an iron bar costs 125, and it costs 10 iron ingots. So the iron ingots cost 120 to make 10 to get the iron bars upgraded. So it's actually more to make it directly in the forge than it is to make the 10 iron to upgrade. I guess that's okay, because you're I guess since you're spending the cost of making the wood first, I guess that makes sense that it would be cheaper to just upgrade. Although, really, right? Is it? I feel like if that is your logic, it should be cheaper. Although I'm starting to sound like I just can't be satisfied with nothing. Okay, so we're turning all of our feathers into arrows. We didn't have any like sitting here, did we? No, and I'm not taking the arrows. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so we'll be able to upgrade 7 of our bars. So let me show you the diagram of the design I came up with. This started, if you were around back when Alpha 16 came out, I did a stream where we were sciencing the new at the time. Do I have the bicycle? Oh, I have it on me. The new at the time zombie AI, the new Alpha 17 zombie pathfinding, and during that stream, we got on the world, and what we did was to wait. Where am I going? To test the pathfinding, we used half blocks to make a path between a ramp and then your base. And so there you would have like a ramp, and you would have a this walkway of half blocks, but they were placed so that they were, you know, they created holes for the zombies to fall in. The idea behind it was that the zombies would see the half blocks as full blocks and fall right in, and they did. So you know, I think a lot of people came up with that at about the same time, because using partial blocks to get zombies to think that they are full blocks is not necessarily a super new idea. But who are you? Okay, you're a zombie. I was watching YouTube, as I am wont to do, and I found for the first time Josh's channel, Ja Woodle, even though I can never remember to call him Ja Woodle, and I wind up calling him either Ja Rule or Jaboobly. Either way, his link is in the description. What? Oh, I thought that was a screamer. I thought that was a screamer. Well, so much for the 9mm. Anyway, what was I saying? I saw his designs, and he had this like sort of bridge looking design also, but he was using wedges or wedge tips as his tricksy factor instead of the half blocks, which actually made more sense given that the zombies, at least in Alpha 18 now, slip down those tips, if you will. So anyway, so what I did was the design you're seeing on your screen. It incorporates some of the ideas that we learned in Alpha 17. It incorporates some of the ideas that we learned from Jaboobly in his bridge zombie defense thing, and it also incorporated a couple of ideas that at least I thought were, I'm not going to say that I came up with, because it's, you know, you can't say that in a game that's played by so many people. All I can say is a couple of things that I thought were important that should be incorporated. First is the iron bars as supports. Well, bars as supports. Zombies don't really see bars as blocks, and so as a result, they don't tend to attack them. So, okay, I thought I heard something. So I wanted to make the supports where the zombies are gonna fall out of bars to increase the likelihood that they would not attack the structure. The second thing I did was I added those bars along the top in the area of where the zombies. Okay, we just got kicked off my server. And we're back. Did I not? Oh, I brought some health items. I didn't bring a lot. I didn't pack very well for this. Anyway, like I was saying, this is I don't remember where I left off. The bars along the top are there to allow us to I was just looking because while I was out, one of the things I did was I made wedge tips, but I don't know where they are. Dang it. One of the things that the top bars allow is they prevent, there you go, is they prevent the zombies from being able to jump across, and I thought that was super important. Because it allows me to have a smaller gap in the and I also didn't bring the nail gun. Dang it! I did not pack very well at all for this. Do I even have a stone axe? No. No, I don't. What is the point of getting all the good stuff, Midnight, if you don't bring it with you? Okay, so let's upgrade all of this and hope we've got enough time here. Let's start with this end, and then we can start building across. So I guess now I need to make, I'll just make the stair things. I don't understand why they have just the wedge tips gated so that you have to use the table saw, but all the other wedge options are in here, just being able to craft them. You know, you can get the wedge corner tip, you can get the inside wedge corner tip, and you can get the steep corner tip. And I'm just, but not the actual just wedge tip. That one particular thing gated behind having to use the table saw. Just seems like a weird, arbitrary choice. But, you know, I'm not a game developer. I'm just a guy who hangs out on the internet and plays video games with his friends. So maybe I should just shut up. Okay, and did we clear enough grass to make 8 hay bales? Yep. Cool. All right. So now we're going to build this. Build 2 across, and then we'll put our first tip. Just the tip. Okay, so boom. Actually, it's 2 and then the bars, not the tip. Okay, so this is where our first set of bars is going to go. So give me bars. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now the reason I have these bars is first to hold up the base, and then also and or alternately to provide support for the part of the bridge bars that go above, and that allows us to keep the zombies on this as they're heading across. So if we have, right, like this, 3, and then 2, and then 1, like that, that's supported all the way down to bedrock, and which is the best way to support things, right? So we do the same thing on the other side. Frick! I knew. Midnight, you're at least gonna misplace 1. Well, at least it was a wooden bar and not like something super difficult to remove. So Alakazam 1, Alakazam 2, and then 3, Bronk, 4, 5. And then these bars go here. And then ba-boom. All right. Now we do the same thing up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and a 1. And I really like how inexpensive. Actually, I should be doing it from here out for structural integrity purposes. I really like how inexpensive this design is. What is it? 46 wooden frames, and then the materials to upgrade to cobble. 8 wooden frames, stair tips, upgrade to cobble. 48 bars, or 49 if you misplace one. 16 centered bars, and 4 hatches. Basically, that's it. And you've got a horde base that will handle a day 7 horde like un boss. All right, so let's clear out some AO. Tell me I brought the torches. I brought the torches. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to place the hay bales with my shovel. One. Time is it? Oh, we got plenty of time. And this, like I said, is the idea is it's going to keep the zombies from getting aggravated when they fall down and taking damage, and then taking their frustration out on our structural support. So that combined with the idea that they don't necessarily see these iron bars as obstacles that they need to attack. Hopefully those things combined will keep our base intact throughout the course of the horde. But we'll see. And then I think I want to add 2 more, because if you look at the design, it's it ends right at the second set of stair tip things. But if they are on a trajectory, they could possibly fall on that block just past and underneath the platform. So let's not have to worry about that, and have an extra set of hay bales. Okay, so there's that, and then is that right? There's that. Okay, so now I can just copy pasta the block placement direction. Okay, so we go back here, and then we copy block rotation, and that goes here and here. And then we upgrade a U. There's that, and then we'll copy this rotation, and then you go here, and then Hugo here, and Hugo Chavez. All right, there's all of them. There's all of them. Now, if I did this right, which is, you know, where's just regular? Oh, I was like, where's just the regular block? This should be under that. Perfect. So let's do this. And then these blocks are just temporary to give us support. Okay. So for my next trick, we need our bars back, and it should be this one and this one. And then I can't see. Oh, there it is. This one. Perfect. Now we should be able to let's make a ladder. So that we can get up our daisy. I didn't actually include the ladder as part of it, but it is necessary. It is necessary. All right, so we go up here all the way, and then we just upgrade all of these. So let me upgrade all of these, and when I come back, it'll be done. And that's it. We're done with that part. Now let's place our hatches. And this will further prevent zombies from being able to get onto the platform, hopefully. Okay. So the other thing I like about this this design is not only is it inexpensive, but it really is craftable from materials that you can find literally day one. Literally day one. There's that, we've got this, we got this, we got that. The only thing left to do is place our center bars. And rotate like that. And oops. You kind of knew I was going to fall down, didn't you? You know me. Can I reach it from here? Okay, so we go 4 across. 2, 3, 4. So that covers it all the way to the edge, and then that should further keep them from being able to like get to us, in theory. All right, so I kind of thought that stew was going to heal us up more, but it did not. All right, so the only other thing that I'm going to do that that we haven't already done is I'm going to, I think it would be good to sort of surround the whole thing with blocks of some kind, like in the, so that the ground is even. Ideally, we would do maybe like a ring of 2, but I don't think it's necessary. It would be nice, but it's 1630, 200 hours. I don't even think I'm gonna get a chance to do 1. So maybe for the purposes of economy, maybe I just do it around the hay bales so that there's not this like this gap. I mean, it's gonna be the same gap, just further out, but the further we can move them away from the blocks, the more betterer things are. So I'm going to dig around here, place blocks, upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade this. The only other thing to do really is I place torches on the outside. Mother, may I? Placing them on the bars can be a little finicky. There's one. So that we'll be able to see, right? Which is super great. If you want to see to enemy. Let's do that. There we go. Those are, they look weird because they're floating out because of how that block is, but that's fine. It actually works out kind of better for us almost, because it allows us to light up more area at no additional charge. So let me place the rest of the blocks, and when I come back, I know this episode is going to be a little long, but when I come back, we're going to fight the Horde. So you hold tight. I'll be all right back. Let me finish this up. What I did was I did 2 rows of just wood around this area. I made this cobblestone because it's supporting the bars, and if there's an area of weakness, that would be it. So we'll finish these last few up, and we'll have it done in time for the Horde. I did some figuring. Hold on. Let me finish this and I'll tell you about my figuring. On the cost of upgrades, so you can kind of get a sense in total for the cost of the build, because the cost of the build that I listed on the diagram did not include the upgrade costs. So let's get up here. Let me cut this tree down because it's just bugging me. The cost of, hold on, I can talk about it and do both. The cost of upgrading each wood frame to cobblestone is 8 wood and 10 flagstone per block. So if you do the math, if you get on, there you go. If you do the math, we had 46 wood frames and 8 wood frame stair tips. So that's 54 frames in total that have to be upgraded. And so that makes it, you need 540 cobblestone, and then whatever 8 times 54 is. Less than 10 times 54. So it's 10 times 54 minus 2 times 54. I could like do the math, but who does that? Let me gamma up, not F1. Let me gamma up so you can see just a little better. Let's see if this works. Let's let him run through and see what happens. Whoa. They're falling. And they are not attacking. They are not attacking anything. They are heading straight back around. Although seeing this, maybe it's better to widen the hay bales. But they are not... they are not attacking. Whoa! Alright, let's go back to this. The only downside to this build, not a super great defense against vultures. As a matter of fact, none defense against vultures. Alright, let's do this. And reload. Wait. Reload. And place. So it does shoot down, so that's good. Leveled up. I hear a vulture. Alright, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, don't stay there. Where I saw that vulture, where is it? Alright, so we're out of that. And I have the level set to the highest for the Horde Knight, 64. So if yours is lower than mine, then you will probably do better with regard to the amount of ammunition you need. Also, if I'd have brought the shotgun, you know, for which we have shotgun shells, that would also have been awesome. So they are able to kind of get across, but they can't really get to us. What's that? But I don't hear them attacking the base. How much ammo do I have left for the junk? None. Okay. And also, if we had some like Molotovs, we could be peppering them as they fell down. We can't afford to do a lot of missing here, Midnight. Let's see, what time is it? It's not even hashtag midnight. Nice thing about this design is it is kind of hard to miss because they do sort of funnel into a too wide area, but I'm still finding a way to miss nonetheless. All right. Okay, so it's not necessarily foolproof for the dogs, because the no. No! No! The Vultures. The difference between fighting the Horde here and fighting the Horde in the Dijon Mustard Challenge is that, you know, you don't have to fight it, outside. So while this works very well for the Dijon Mustard Challenge, Not perfect for the just hanging out outside. So what could we do to fix it? What if, let's see, let's make some bars. Let's call it 20. Let's make some bars and see what we could have done better. So what I want to see is how much can we build up before the thing collapses. And we're back. Final answer, last clip, I swear. All right, so here's what I came up with. I put the wooden poles all the way around the outside, and so that is where the bars rest instead of being on the inside block. That allows us to get the full coverage. And I mean, I guess we could add one more on this side. Let's see here. How many bars can I make? Let's make 2 of those and 3 of those. Okay, so let's put one here and one here, and then here, here, and here. Okay, because we want to be able to place the turret. Can we place it like through the bars? No. Alright, it's gonna make it harder to place this. We would actually have to, like, I don't know. Oh, I wonder if we could do like this. Place it out here. See, I'm afraid of giving them like extra jumpy space. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe it's just gonna have to stay back here and live as our assistant. But whatever. I think at this point we're pretty safe from vultures unless they're coming at us at exactly the same direction as the zombie horde is. But if they're doing that, then the danger of them is the surprise factor. Surprise! We could put some hatches here. Or a hatch here. Anyway, we can do something to cover this. But I gotta go. This is a super long episode. Anyway, so it's gonna be late. But you already know that because you're not watching it. But until next time, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation, why don't you start one? Where? The comment section below. So our base failed, but then we figured out how to fix it. So next time it wouldn't fail. So that's progress. Thanks for watching and have a great day.